Surprise. Do, 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 do. Can you knock me up? Oh, my bad. Exciting. Do, 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 do. Makes me wanna shout, baby. Do, 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 do. Oh, my baby. What's up, y'all? What's up? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm gonna play some music right here. This is a surprise. I thought it was Keith. Nah, this is Mr. X. It's a beauty to be able to log in at any time and doing the show. You feel me? We can do it at any time. I'm gonna get nobody's official website. You know how they do. They be blocking people and stuff. They can pay people to be on the net, making sure that they ain't playing this stuff. It doesn't it. Come on in, brothers and sisters. Come on in, it's your brother, Mr. X. I'm here. I ain't gonna start just yet. I'm gonna play a little something, let the people come in. You dig? Let the people come in, play a little Fuji La.
I've done something new for this fight. I'm murdering a rock, injured a stone, hospitalize a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine shit.
Come on! Move to the root, more bass than Bootsy Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. God's act, stand back and watch. Devil's time out, can't be time with no swatch. Watch who I am, the Black Abraham. Zungo yellow man, Vietnam. Added extra bars, I spar with his hard. They can keep them from czars. When there's more wars in the more.
That was the deal, star. I seen the devil spar with a law. Mathematics was the key to set my whole race free. You might debate me, a refugee, no harm hurt me. Now you're thirsty from the struggle to my own hustle bubble on the low. What was me to show the free bar right? The right you say she had to think about Shaitan Raw night. Civilized like the Molly Burgundy. Molly rockin' seen the fifth when Ali clocked and John Forte, you keep you locked in.
People all around, you got to recognize and witness this missile. Who's swift enough to knock you out with mic fitness? Can't blister from holding mic tight. So say it's fight night, but throw the R after the F, cause I'ma take away your breath. The lowest, and now it's just a daily operation. Yo, you soft like lubrication. You can't see this occupation. The winner. And you know we up from Q, Colonel elbows to test the trains, Roswell. Yo, the right performance. With the big king cases, now we perfect slang like a gang of street masons. Scribe checks, make the next true pyramid architects. Replace the last name with the X. The man's got a God complex, take the text, change the picture. Watch Muhammad like messenger, like holy Muslim scripture. Take orders from only God, only war. Women in jihad, see Ali appears as I either we connect for 100 years. So we people dark but equal, give love to such things. To the man who made the family memorable, though he was king. What's on fire?
So on fire tonight. Hey, yo, we rockin' blue collars. We did over too many lives.
We need to get on the side. Send me an angel in the morning, baby. Send me an angel in the morning, darling. Send me my something in the morning, baby. Send me an angel in the morning, darling.
What's the pen? Here's the pad, it's this I'll be no stranger. Step inside the ring and out the range. I'm hearing no comments. Everyone looks despondent. Dejected, rejected, similar to Mr. Catholics. People, sonny, my man is still the greatest in this. To hell with racial. Yapping about that negative. Now listen, you can try and escape if you want to. But ask yourself, who the hell you gonna run to? Like Shotty, you got a bunch that I can sleep to. Fuji drop with Saran forever come.
Sing Amazing Grace over $2 plate. One roll, snake eyes like Jake the Snake. Many lies put up in stakes. Watch our sins at the Great Lakes. You and I cannot eye to eye, so therefore we can relate. I'm here when I make myself crystal clear. You fled to Cape Fear when I let you up desire. Tussle with the lasso in the Royal Rumble. The brave boys come in the country jungle.
Flip the script, taking tricks to Zimbabwe. Africans started calling God Ali on my head. So white to be the God stricken, God who could shit. Lightning stricken, don't feel like you was poison with it. Ha, yo, I'm optimistic. You and your sister in every slipping before my price. This be your last warning once you walk right past the door. I leave it forming, go lock until the morning. Monster science is provided by Joseph Mobutu. Special gets along like the art of your Desmond Tutu. We rock the rumble in the jungle. Who be the targeted uncle to be the first to fall from. Number blows to get you thrown like solid limestone. Turning and shaking, imbalance your cornerstone. With the force without the warriors. When I bust them, identify the answers all they told me.
Lights on fire, roots getting higher. Robbing blue collars, killing for $1. See, people get tired of dealing with the liars. From Brooklyn to Zion, we need a ghetto retire. The lights on fire.
What's good with everybody? It's your main man, Mr. X. I'm here. Black Hot Fire Radio. What it is, y'all. I'm glad y'all always available, man. You know what? This is like having an audience in Black Hot Fire and you know the whole entity, the whole industry, Black Hot Fires. That's how we gotta look at it. Has done a hell of a lot of work. And just the 5 years that I've known the brother and known, you know, what he's been trying to do and what the community needs. I mean, to be that level of consistency for those who've been around since I've been around. I know I disappeared for a while because, man, waking up black people, man, that shit drive you crazy. And I'm surprised my brother ain't take a long extended vacation because I needed to, you know what I'm saying? And peace, I say, peace, bro. And, you know, I needed a break. Because man, it's crazy, and I keep having all these children. I got this super fine black wife, you know, and I'm a natural man, y'all. You hear me? I'm a natural man, you know. Oh, natural. I couldn't imagine, brother. I remember you talk about your marriage once or twice a year. Somebody died. Shit, I don't play no games when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 times a week. I don't play, man. I'm a virile man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the black God in us, man. That's the black God in us. Of course, you know, the devil gonna tell you virality is a negative stereotype. Because we can have children and we got sexual potency and your pale pasty ass don't. So all these niggas want to do is have babies and all that. They got the black feminist groups talking about all these niggas got his dick and swag. You goddamn right. We got dick and swag. That's not all we got, but we got dick and swag. You better believe it. We ain't playing those games. It ain't no really topic. That's why the topic is things that make you go, when I got Malcolm saying basically, you know. I'm just chatting. The first show we did that test run. I think it's still up. I mean, keep with like 2 hours. It was just supposed to be a test run just to make sure everything was good, make sure I knew what the hell I was doing. Man, we just started talking for 2 hours, you know. So we just chatting, whatever the conversation take me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go with it. You know, we got the big thing going on right now, the politics. You know, got the politics happening. And everybody's talking about voting and all that. My wife posted this on Facebook. Our ancestors died for the black family, equity, ownership, reparations, land, black business, and separation. There you go. Stop weaponizing ancestors as propaganda tools for politics. Ownership, reparations, land, black business, separation. The interesting thing is, bro, like we know, you know what we scared of, brothers and sisters? We're scared of actually doing that. Because think of the mind of a slave. Now, remember, we know the history about us rebelling, and we got rebellion stories that a lot of people don't know. And the devil obviously gonna keep it from us, just like he kept those rebellious scriptures out of the Bible. Nigga, don't read that. Don't read that there. We gonna mark all that out. Don't read that. You stay here submissive until read the slave is supposed to obey to his master like he's Christ himself. You know, you read that. And Nat Turner was like, no, there's some other pages here. I see here. It says I'm supposed to whoop some ass. Why we don't learn them scriptures? I'm gonna start teaching those scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about politics, we do the slave thinking. The slave, there's an entity, right, that wanted to be slaves, that helped defeat Nat Turner's rebellion, that fought the rebellious enslaved Africans for the white man. And the white man's pot shotting everybody because you can't discern the nigga, your nigga, from the rebellious nigga. So you just shoot all the niggas. It's a win-win. You see what I'm saying? And so when you get down to that slave thinking, I got my clothes here, I got my food here, I'm gonna till the land, I ain't gotta worry about this stuff until master say, this is my job, so on and so forth. But we loved him so much, right, that we create these things to make our jobs easier. Not to think really to make some weaponry that would not only kill him, but multiple whites that would attack us, because once we kill the cracker, that's it. We mark for death. So we might as well just keep going until we get freedom or escape. Now, shout out to Bass Reeves, who killed his master, ran out west, and did his thing. He was a free man. And so those stories about those freed men are not being told to our children, our young boys, the young rebellious boys that throw tantrums in the school and run out and have police call them all the time. These are the stories you tell them about Huey Newton, all the fights and shit he got. You show the videos of Huey, motherfucker say something to him, he uppercut. Take that with you. You know what I'm saying? Tell them the stories of Bass Reeves. You know, Nat Turner, Malcolm X. Malcolm X, during the thing, y'all seen the big scene of the movie, right? Where they're doing the march, right? The brother got his head beat in. They go see the brother in the dungeon or whatnot. And, you know, he says, get some ambulance now. And they was like, yo, you got what you want. Because Malcolm had the army outside. It was about 5,000 people. But, you know, it's a movie. So, you know, you ain't got money to reinvent or recreate something like that massive. So you just got 35, 40 brothers out there. In actuality, it's about 5,000 people. And that whole thing took all day. In negotiations, Malcolm was in the police precinct, and there was a black cop there. And Malcolm said, I'm only talking to him. So the white sheriff began talking. Malcolm got up and left. Malcolm got up and left. And he said, what's going on? He was like, I don't know. I said, could you go back and get him? He said, I'll try. And so he ran back down there and he said, Malcolm, you gotta come back. He said, dude, I'm not. I told him I don't want to hear shit from him. I'm talking to you. I'm only talking to you. So y'all figure that out. Then I'll come back. You know, this is this happened. Johnson Hinton incident happened in 59 or 60. So you just didn't have black men that did this. You know, he's like, all right, okay. I'm gonna go back, talk to him. Boom. So Malcolm came back and he just only talked to the black police officer. You know, he was a man's man, you know. And those stories don't get disseminated to our children. Our children get voting. So we don't give them the ancestors died for this piece of paper that was back then, but now, you know, you got this whole form you got to fill out and you go to the computer and they're messing that up too. Like they keep coming up with these, they put money in all this shit, right, to make it easier, and they still break it. It's the game. It's the game. You have whole mailmen out here taking people write-in ballots and burning them shits or losing them. A whole type of chicanery shit going on for the vote. And the Negroes is like, yo, if the vote don't matter, why come they stopping us do? Because they need something to do. White supremacy means terrorizing black people. Black terrorism. And I tell people all the time, these white militia groups sit down and have meetings about how to terrorize us. What can we do to get at the niggas? What's the point of being a white supremacist if we don't be supreme to the black folks? All right, so the niggas gonna vote. Remember, these are dumb redneck ass niggas. These ain't the high thinking crackers at 1% that's thinking 15, 20 years down the line. These are the foot soldiers. So the niggers think they're gonna get some concessions voting going to the polls. These good white folks, that's what they be saying. These good white folks, we're losing jobs and we're losing it to the niggers. Goddamn affirmative action. No goddamn affirmative action don't help us at all, but that's in their mind. And if they think that is, ain't no nigga in the world can convince them that it's not. Got niggas out here going to KKK rallies trying to save white folks. There's actual nigga doing that. So like, we got to go down the street. And what we're going to do, we're going to come up with these ideas and plans to stop the niggers from voting because they need something to do. I mean, you hang niggas over and over again. This is not the 1820s when you could just do it indiscriminately. You got to, they kill motherfucker, then they wait a little bit, shit die down. Hopefully Black Lives Matter don't find out. This is the thinking of them. All right, let's do it again. But in between that, we got to have other things to do. Oh, this nigga's walking around and he moved here. Him and his family moved here thinking they were safe. And this is his first day to school. And he don't know where he's going. He knocking on doors trying to figure out where he go. Listen, if the nigga shows up at your door, shoot him. That's the shit that we playing. You know what we do in our meetings, man? Just argue back and forth, trying to find a nigga to do something. We just argue, intellectualize, and ultimately the organizations that do things knock on your door to ask you to vote. Now, they don't know who the fuck you are. They only knock on your door when it's time to vote. You got sisters that just had their boyfriend shot. Brother just went to jail. The 6-year-old keep getting kicked out of class. And you knocking on their door with your big ass, goofy ass smile, talk about, sister, have you registered to vote? You remember what happened on Friday, right? With Ice Cube? Bam! Bam! F out of my face with that bullshit. But I look at the post, the equity, the ownership, the reparations. That's too much damn work. On the plantation, we just did what the master said. Nowadays, the master say vote. This motherfucker got $200-300 million campaign to get black people to vote. Get your booties to the poll. Got a stripper who's a half-ass rapper. She ain't all that good. And she probably have all the shit written for her. She's trying to get black people to vote. Then you got the whole strip club, who knows, in Atlanta, talking about get your booties to the poll. Since I've seen that, it's ass in my head just shaking right now. I'm about to show that to y'all. Get your booties to the poll. Y'all got to see that shit. Get your Ashe. I'm gonna call you Ashe. I hope you ain't one of the strippers talking about getting people to the poll now. Let me find out. Don't let me find out. Let me show this shit. Let me show y'all this shit. This shit. I know y'all seen it already. See it again. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a heterosexual man. We keep it real. We keep it real on Black High Fire Network with the motif. We gonna keep with the motif. We can be conscious, all your brothers. You can be as conscious as you want to be. I know, brothers, G-Man and them, y'all be kicking the science and all that, Lando, but y'all are natural men, and you wouldn't mind to see some booty to the pole. I done been to the strip club a few times myself. We keeping it real. You know, brothers be saying, I don't do that type of stuff, and I'm holding it out there, and they be at men's stripper clubs, get penises in their face. So I'm telling you, I'm a natural man. But some of these chicks was kind of over the hill, a little taste. They was a little, you know what I'm saying? It was a little over the hill. A little. Hold on. A little over the hill. But that's all right. Them sisters are still beautiful sisters, you know what I'm saying? And they, you know, and just when they talking, it's like, hey y'all. Oh my goodness. They're like, hey, and Roland Martin, he had did a show on it. I ain't watch it. I should watch it. I know he ain't get no reaction out of that. His gay ass. He saw that shit and didn't feel a thing. He was appalled for other reasons. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this. I can dance better than that. And that's what Roland Martin was thinking. Because I seen that fool. Y'all know I seen Roland Martin? Right when the Tariq Nasheed and Roland Martin beef started, he came to Albany. I mean, y'all, excuse me. He came to Albany. We have the Black Caucus here. You know, the Negroes come in, dress up, meet each other, roll around with each other, have sex. I guess that's what we. I guess what you know, thousands of black people getting them. get in the city. It's not like we should organize or anything like that, and start black coalitions with black people and pull our money together and I'm like that. No, we shouldn't do that. We should just get together and have parties and whatnot and random sex. I told you about the video. I told you about Uber, and I picked up some brothers from the Black Caucus, and there was this old Negro with them. There was 4 young brothers, right? And so I usually have my music on or whatever have you, or I'll be listening to my either the shows Keith and the family be doing or some other shows. Sometimes I listen to my old shows just to see, just to critique. I'm my biggest critic. Excuse me. So they get in the van, and where I'm taking them is about 5 miles, so it's about 15 minutes. So I'm like, all right, let me see what this old nigga got for these young brothers. It's one Hispanic dude there, and you get them young, depending on how connected they are to their culture. You let them know that they're African. If they say they're not African, then you're not African, brother. And I would tell you, brothers, to leave this dude. It's the first chance he get to exploit you and stab you in the back, he will. Now, we get in the car and drive away. So I'm waiting for the advice to be given because this is a mentor. You know what I mean? And we got to find a better word for that. But considering it's a whole Negro organization, the whole Negro get together, mentor is perfect for them. All right. So he's there. We're driving. So I'm waiting for the game to be dropped. The young people are here, and they obviously was paired with him to get game. So no matter, it shouldn't be 15 to 20 minutes going by with him not dropping some type of jewel on them. You got young folks together, they got their own thing. You want to allow them to talk to one another. But if they got this Negro here in front of him, he must be a Negro of high stature. Whatever. He got a rug in his slave cabin, y'all. That's what he got. So anyway, we driving, and finally he opens his mouth. He says, gentlemen, no matter what, you should have a handkerchief in your lapel. Always have a handkerchief. And I just glanced at him slightly, and I kept driving. And that's the only fucking advice he gave them. Now, I'm looking at my phone. He could have talked to them about separation, land ownership, black business. But nah, because if you're talking about that stuff, you're not going to talk about no fucking handkerchief. And that's what Roland Martin and them niggas represent. So when Roland Martin saw get your booties to the pole, he was outraged for another reason. But let me share my screen. Share my screen. They do. Hold on, you just laugh, Miss Walker. That means you be getting your booty to Let me find out. Let me find out. You just laughed. You ain't give yourself a strong defense there. So I do my booty to the pole a little bit every now and then. Every now and again. All right, sis, I ain't mad at you. I ain't not those who donate to the Black Outfly Network. You know what I'm saying? I got 5 children. Check this out.
Get your booty to the pole, 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 get your booty to the pole.
He's gonna tease me for showing this too.
Get your booty to the pole, get your booty to the pole. Yeah.
Did we get your attention? Good. So
Gotta have a snow bunny.
You're really not gonna vote? You know it's more than just
Bitch, you ain't vote
on the ballot, right? Check it.
A district attorney decides to prosecute,
including whether or not to go after dirty cops.
Do you know who elects the DA? We do, but you don't want to vote.
Can't make it rain if you locked up on
That's
some
just about 4 children. Shout out to that sister. She got about 4 children. Shout out
then
to
vote for the school boards that will prepare us for the job market.
Want to end cash bail? Well, then vote for the sheriffs, the county officials that feel the same way you do.
But you talking about, they gonna pick who they gonna pick, shouty.
Ferguson just elected their first black mayor.
You know how that happened?
It's clear Black lives don't matter to some of our current elected officials. If they matter to you, then don't let other people decide who's gonna run your community. Get your booty to the pole.
Get your booty
Get
to
your
the pole.
booty to the pole.
Hit it, y'all.
Get your booty to the pole.
Get your
Vote.
For information on how and where to vote, as well as resources to find out who's running where you live,
Oh,
go
they throwing
to
ballots, y'all.
getyourBootyToThePole.com.
That's how they feel about us, brothers. Brothers, that was specifically to us. Get your booty to the pole. You niggas got all the baby mamas, and you niggas don't. Y'all niggas got ankle bracelets on and shit. Y'all niggas need to vote. shout they gonna pick who they want to. Yeah, that shit was blatantly racist. Yo, they just don't give a fuck, man. Like the more awakened we get, we see all the bullshit they was throwing at us. Like, wow, man. Like we really some dumb motherfuckers. Like we should have been calling all this stuff out. Oh, y'all couldn't see it? You couldn't see the video, bro? Oh yeah, I did. I just showed it, bro. Okay, I got you. I just showed it. Wait a minute. Why is not showing? Oh, you can only hear it, but you couldn't. What's going on here? Why is it not? Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. What's happening here? Why is it not playing? Y'all can only hear it. Why y'all couldn't see it? Oh, that's crazy. Let me try it. Let me try it again. We're gonna do it again, y'all. We're gonna do it again, y'all. Gotta get your booty to the pole again. A whole nother time. Get your booty to the pole. Wait a minute, what now? I don't want to see no live coverage of it. I want to see get your booty to the pole. Shoot. Let me see. Sorry about that, y'all. We haven't. I don't know why this joint is not playing. I can't see it at all. Talk to me. I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But y'all, yeah, I'm not even gonna fool with it because I want to throw it off my game. But yeah, let me look at what y'all got going on here. Great stuff. Potachi. You said something. Let me show this. You watch it on YouTube? Okay. Can't see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Technical difficulty. Sorry about that. But y'all just pull it up on your phones. I don't know what the hell is going on. Why it's not showing? Because I was just doing it pre-period to play the in the beginning of the damn show. But anyway, I'm gonna show this. But Tati, you right with the construction contracts. Now, Marion Barry was great at that. He did the construction contracts, and he had his plan to get black youths, I think, from 16 to 25, I want to say, guaranteed them summer jobs. Guaranteed them summer jobs. So if you're gonna run somebody like they talk about locally, I get that. But see, this is the thing, right? No one wants to do that painstaking work. And one of the documentary series that we had before Hidden Colors was Eye on the Prize. Y'all remember that old Black History series? And you know, the old folks, keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Oh, Lord. And I ain't like that series because when Fred Hampton died and Martin Luther King, half the damn episode would be their funeral. People crying, moping, and all this other shit. Like, God damn, y'all spent a whole lot of time on this fucking funeral. But anyway, they showed Harold Washington getting elected in Chicago. You know, they offed him. Yeah, the PBS joint. They offed him. But he had all types of trouble getting shit through the Common Council and all, because you know how decadent Chicago is. But they went to Harold, was like, listen, man, we want you to be the mayor. And he said, all right, give me $2 million or $200,000, something like that. He gave a number and an amount of votes. And they said, okay. So they went, organized around the community, got the bread, got the votes, said, Harold, we got what you want. And his slogan was, I want Harold Washington? Yeah, well, you got him. So when you organize like that, right? And he was with Steve Coakley and all. He was all with types of RBG niggas. He was with niggas of ill repute. You know, Jews hated them type of niggas he was hanging around. So they couldn't have that shit. And those are the type of guys that's gonna be strong enough to put in legislation that's gonna affect the black community locally. So you got them construction contracts. Then you make sure that there's a black construction companies set up so that they can receive those funds, so those people can get that money. And then you got to organize that, because sometimes niggas get that bread, they get that $35, $40 an hour. Like, hey, I'm going to live in Whiteyville. No, nigga, no. See, this area here, we're gonna find some properties for you here. We're gonna make sure they get fixed up because you already got the skills. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a block of niggas like y'all, and y'all gonna live together. We bit by bit, we're gonna take this bread that you got, and we're gonna fund our own programs that sustains them. As long as we keep this brother as mayor, we're gonna get that 50% contract. We gotta keep him alive though. You see what I'm saying? So this is off the top of the head. That's why I let y'all know I'm an organizer. And this is how you organize this shit. It's very difficult to do it federally, and you probably shouldn't do it federally. As long as you're doing it locally, you be straight, right? And in a federal sense, the way Ice Cube is going about it, the way the black media is going about it, you know, we have issues with, you know, the so-called division between the African continent and the Africans in the diaspora, but we're putting reparations on the people's minds. I mean, they did a whole pandemic, brothers and sisters, to get us to realize that the voting is the system that we should involve ourselves in. We should pull back from it. They went to great drastic measures to get niggas to vote, and they worked. Everybody, they mama out here voting, but we still holding the line because we know the candidates. We've given the information. We've given you the information on these candidates. These candidates ain't worth shit. And black people so used to being slaves. It's like, well, I don't care if they don't like black people. I know, nigga, because you don't like black people. So you don't mind getting treated like shit because you treat people like shit and you used to be treated like shit. But if they don't like black people, brother, they're the definition of racism. That means they're going to act on it. They're going to have meetings talking about what they can take away from us, and we ain't got shit. We ain't got shit. Shout out to Marion Barry. The bitch set me up. That's what they do. They get a crackhead ass bitch. And they sitting there smoking crack and set my man up. And she probably did it for $200 and spent it that night. That's why these knowledge and self programs is very, very important. We can say whatever we want about, you know, hoteps and different other YouTubers and channels and stuff like that. Whatever gets the information to the youth so that they love their people. Because we go across the United, there's a nigga everywhere. There's a nigga born every 5 minutes. Hoover perfected that shit. I told y'all Gene Roberts didn't know who Malcolm X was. They asked him, said, Gene, do you know about Malcolm X? He said, no, I don't know who that is. You don't fucking know who Malcolm X is? I don't know who he is. Cool, you're great. All right. So this is what we're gonna have you do. We're gonna have you go down to Harlem for a few weeks. You have your face be seen. Go to the stores, talk to people, you know, hang out. After 2 weeks, people have seen you. You go to the Audubon, you go to Malcolm office, and you sign up to be part of the AAU, the OAAU. Within a few weeks of that, he was right next to Malcolm in security. Why, you may say? Because these informants, their only job is to be part of the organization. Organizations, we do this shit on our free time. So for niggas always available, we just happy there's a motherfucker available. And if he always down to do shit, great. We need more committed brothers like that. We just see him as a committed brother. We don't see him as the fucking Judas Stabbeth and you in the back nigga that he actually is. We don't know that. We just happy that somebody's available to be there. I'm telling you, I've been there to have some fucking availability and a nigga that's not scared, but he's acting under the protection of the state. Fred Hampton said that shit about William O'Neill. Hey, this nigga know how to do everything. He ready to get popping. Dick Gregory said this. I know how you feel about Gregory and his, you know, his affiliation with the state, but still, he gave some good information. He said, "Be careful of niggas that talk about Whitey all the time, because you go down to take over a government building and then you get pulled over. Everybody going to jail. He gets slid off to another car and he go do the shit again. Rinse, wash, and repeat." And so he's the fool that's giving mouth to mouth to Malcolm, and anybody in the world know you can't give somebody fucking mouth to mouth with an open chest wound. But going back to what I was talking about, knowledge itself. So when you love yourself, You don't become the Gene Roberts. You don't become the William O'Neill. You don't become the fucking booties on the pole. Damn. You don't become the booties on the pole. You see that sister hit gunshots on her arm. Shout out to the sister. Shout out to the sister. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister. But she don't realize how she being used. Let me share this. Share this. Like, throw down the like button, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna be on till my children get home. You know. Pound that like button and everything. Let everybody know what it is. I'll be on my own channel. I have that one person watching. It's the FBI. They always watching to see if I don't know if it's probably the YouTube watcher. That's a hell of a job, right? You just watch everybody go live all day. You clock in from 9 to 5. You watch people go live. Excuse me. See if they do some shit they supposed to be doing, and then you strike their video. Whoever's watching, that one person watching, go kill yourself. But back to what I was talking about. You're talking about land. You got to cultivate the land. So you got to build things to cultivate the land, to turn the land. I gardened before. I hated it. But I started to see the importance of it. My mom was with white men back in the day. He used to make me garden. It felt too slavish for me and shit. So we always was bumping heads. I did not like that dude. He was crackhead, racist. But I seen the merits of, gardening. Obviously, if you can feed yourself. I did. We're not taught that. Children like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I'm gonna go to such and such and get the food or whatever have you. But not going through that painstaking process. And they should do it very early. Having someone who loves gardening. And you make your own food, you get the seeds, you put it out there, you cultivate the land, and then you consume what you create, right? We always consuming somebody else's. There's always a third party we got to go through. There's always that middleman. They created that middleman shit. No, we can't get vegetables from Africa because these crackers think they own the land and the sea and the air, so that you're in American airspace. American airspace? What the fuck are you talking about? We ain't even in America. This is American airspace. Please turn back or we will take drastic measures. Drastic measures? Oh, damn. How many of y'all watched that Captain Phillips shit and rooted for the Somalis? I never watched it before. But they really typecast that brother. But when you woke, you started watching the movie and want the bad guy to win. Let's see the Somalis. I'm like, man, shoot that motherfucker. Fuck talking to him. I know you're trying to get you an Oscar, get you some bread so you can take it back to the family right on. But fuck that, shoot him. Shoot his ass right now. You know what I'm saying? That's true, brother. That's true. What happens to the concept of being good mothers, fathers, community members, just fucked about it is. And again, these type of discussions that we have online, see, we've separated ourselves from the rest of niggerdom, as Pat Williams said. And all of niggerdom, you've never heard nothing like that. We separate ourselves from niggerdom, and we congregate amongst ourselves, right? It gets frustrating because we're talking about people who are not woke. Now, there's a time where you go into the trenches and bring the dead back into the living, and then at some point you say, all right, I've done that, I put my time in. Now it's time to work with the living bodies. There's biases with the living bodies. Trust me, I know. About half of anybody who's trying to do something positive for my community, I've talked to. We have such grievous differences. It's difficult to work together. Because I'm about doing for self. I said, we don't try anything for us. I get polling and all that other bullshit to get sustainable resources from the establishment because they sustain everything. If you got constant money coming in, and you're able to hire everybody you need to hire, the staff, and the description of said program or institution of industry that you're trying to create, the service of the community is going to be taken care of. And I said, that ain't never going to happen. You got more of a chance of trying to change the minds of your people, awaken your people, or just a few. pulling the money that you got in your pockets together. It's not a lot, but it's enough. It's enough. And you have to do it with love. We've been told as the black community, love the white man. Love him. Love him. Love him, love him, love him. You say bend over so he can screw you. Bend over so he can screw you. And have the Vaseline ready. That's what we've been taught. By Jesus, all on the wall. He'll come to you. I don't need nobody but Jesus. I know, brothers, you done seen the finest woman in the world. And she be like, I don't need nobody but Jesus. No, you don't. You need me. You need this stiff ride up in you. No, you don't love Jesus. I love Jesus. When Jesus comes, that's who I'm gonna date. That's fucked up. Whoo, what is wrong with you? That's when you can smack. What is wrong with you? No, I'm Jesus. I'm the living God. You need to be with me. Nigga, you crazy. You be crazy all over the community. But to put the money together for ourselves and have these programs so that we can give those very things that are not taught. We just assume the white man gonna teach our children. Here, white man, take my children and make them good people. Make them good people. Teach them everything they need to know to be successful in life. And the white man says, sure, I'll take them. I'll teach them everything they need to know. That devilish ass smile, the horn start popping up his head. And it teaches them about sodomy and rape, pillaging and murder, white dominance. To give all your money to me, to wear my fashion, to wear my drawers, to date my women, to date my men, to date my men and women, to get a dog, the little puppies, get the little puppies. You can barely take care of yourself, but buy a puppy. I've seen niggas with poodles in the projects. Get cars. Worry about your credit score. All shit that only helps him. They have millions of jobs for black people. Okay, I mean, you could do what we could do is we can let you live till you're about 7. Then we'll have you raped and sodomized and killed. We'll take your organs. We can do that. We can wait till you're about 21. You make it to the NBA. Make it to the NBA. You can be the 10th man. Let's see. You can be the 10th man. You meet a white woman the second year there. She'll catch you at the strip club with the booties to the hole. Get your booties to the hole. Get your booties to the pole strippers. And you'll have them like a menage of 12 with them. And she'll see you. She'll divorce you and take 90% of your stuff. And you'll die snorting coke because of all the stress. Off the booty from the first stripper from the booty from the pole. We can have that for you. You can be a female. For the females, okay, we can have you raped at 4, and you will be trying to be a man the rest of your life. So you'll have feminine features, but you so distraught, you want to be the very thing that raped you. So you hate it so much that you want to be it, and then you'll wear a mustache. You get a mustache, and you'll date women, but somehow you end up with a couple kids. So you kind of go back and forth. And then you'll die by suicide by a cop. You'll just charge a cop, and you'll die about 28. These are the jobs that they got for us. They map out our futures because we don't own or control ourselves. How are we going to build a fucking community? And that's how these niggas operate. So they say, go vote, get your booties to the poll. But when you start saying, hey man, what about land ownership? And because what you do, I don't want niggas with land. I don't want niggas with good credit. I don't want niggas that got access to capital. Because it just go back to the white man. I told the sister, I said, listen, sister, if we don't change or restore our righteous, everlasting mind, the things that we gain from politics, we'll give it right back to white folks. They'll bequeath them to us. They'll rent it to us. We'll think we have it. They'll rent it to us for a couple of years. Don't worry about it. We'll play the long game. These niggas will give it right back to us. They'll get together. They don't like each other. We know that. We made them that way. And so eventually, the smartest one is going to get tired. He's going to see the vision. And he's surrounding himself by niggas. So eventually, he's going to leave. Once he leaves, we just right there. We just got to be right there. and offer them something. Just put that there on the table. That revolutionary that's out there, rah, 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 six boom bar, black power, black power, black power. Just give them a little offer. In this blackness, they be like, no, got them for the people. No, it's got to be for all of us. I don't want your contract and offer cracker. And do it for everybody. And everybody like, oh, you can take your offer cracker. Once these round niggas for too long, because we live in the moment. We are trendy people. Consciousness is forever. We are the beginning and the end. They ain't trying to see it that way. It's for social media clicks, Facebook videos. So they don't see for the long haul. After a couple months, nigga, it's about the Super Bowl. It's about these IG queens. It's about get your booties to the pole. I wouldn't beat them strippers. Fuck that, nigga. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say that, you know what I'm saying? And the movement is over with. Here we protested all summer. Now it's cold. What we gonna do now? What we gonna do now? So the lead brother sees it, man. And I mentioned this before. I mentioned that one of y'all pointed out the movie that I was talking about when the liberal crack and the conservative crack was talking about what they do with the niggas. They still do it to this day. And man, listen. Shit, y'all niggas is bugging, man. You make a phone call. Hey, yeah, Mr. Charlie. This is Malcolm. Is that offer still available? Oh, you still? I mean, you sure, Malcolm? You sure you want to take? Oh, I mean, we still have it. We still have it. Yeah. I mean, can we talk about it? Can I come? Sure. Come down to my office tomorrow afternoon, and we'll go over the odds and ends. Gotcha. And then got to do it before he sees the end of the movement. And so that devil, he's got contacts. He's got contacts in the movement. He got contacts in the police department. So he already knows this shit is dying. He's orchestrated it. So instead of playing hardball, because this is a liberal guy, the face-to-face motherfucker is a conservative guy, George Wallace. Segregation now, segregation forever. You fighting that guy, but the liberal guy working behind the scenes, making sure shit don't go exactly how we want to. Then he makes the offer. The liberal guy makes the offer. So in the news, when he's smiling next to Malcolm, and he done made the deal amongst his white denizens and friends, I got the big fish. It's just like trading places. Remember? Y'all remember trading places? That's exactly what the fuck they do. Bets for $1. I think the nigga can run the corporation if he's given the same resources as the white man. And what did Eddie do? Eddie tore that shit up, didn't he? Tore that shit up. He was killing it. The white man couldn't handle the shit that Eddie was going through, being homeless. So Eddie was out there like, I ain't got no legs. Can I have $1? He was trying to make the shit happen. You understand me? That white boy nigga, he was that for 2 weeks. That motherfucker, that motherfucker had drugs. Oh God, he was gonna take the pills and shoot himself. He was gonna kill himself twice. Y'all remember that shit? He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle being black for a couple weeks. He couldn't handle being black for a minute, for an hour, when this lady left him for another motherfucking man. And now all he can get was hookers. He couldn't handle that shit. Eddie like, nigga, I've been doing this shit for years. What you talking about? Then they switched places. So now Eddie got the resources. He's got the car. He's got the money. He's got the house. He got the respect. So he looking at this shit and his hustle. He a whole hustler. So I'm like, yo, what you think, Eddie? All right, well, I think that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the frost is about to come in, so I don't think you should dig with them oranges, man. Them oranges, don't buy no oranges, bro, because it's about to get cold. I mean, it's just common sense. And he was killing it. But the devils are on cold. It's like, I don't want Will Thorpe. He done pulled the gun on my ass and shit. Let's get this. No, fuck that. You know what they said? Do you want a nigger running our corporation? Man, hell no. Exactly what I thought. So we about to flip him back. That's what they do. They stay on code. The black man was better. Like that, he had to die 3 days. He was better than the motherfucking cracker that had the shit 10, 12 years trying to be a partner. Letting you know, if we get the same resources, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're not gonna let it happen. Like these niggas are so far above us, it's crazy. They know your greatest greatness. They stolen all the shit. They giving you a little bit, even the stuff that we learned to awaken ourselves. It got all of the rest of the shit. And some of the shit that was too hot, they burned that shit. Like, god damn, these niggas can levitate. No, let me get rid of this. Throw that shit in the fire. Hell no. Well, all this other stuff, we can keep that, put that with the Pope. The Pope will hold that in the bolts and shit like that. We'll have that. Black Madonnas and all that. We'll keep that there. And you know what I'm saying? And then we'll, let them get a little bit of stuff, but they ain't gonna have the shit in it. Who courageous enough to take us a 6-man army to the Pope and get our shit back? I want to meet those brothers. Who the brothers is like, look, nigga, we going, this is the Expendables 12. We going to get our shit back. From who? The Pope. Oh, nigga, you crazy. You crazy. Hey, you crazy. Nigga, you crazy. You want to go to the Pope, nigga, and get our shit back? This ain't no OJ shit, man. Don't send the OJ to the Pope to get our shit back. I'm trying to get my stuff. I just, people knew where it was, and it took it from me, and I thought that was my right to just go get my stuff. We can't do it like that, nigga. We gotta do it like Contra. Shout out. Where my old school cats had to know Nintendo. We gotta go Contra on that ass. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 guns. You ain't connected to nobody. Listen, if you get caught, here, take this pill, because they're gonna roast you, they're gonna fricassee you, they're gonna put you in acid. Shout out to Patrice Lumumba. They're gonna shave your bones, they're gonna have your penis. It's gonna go from Italy to France to Scandinavia. That's what they're gonna do to you when they you know what I'm saying? Take this grenade, don't go out alone. If they got you surrounded, say your Hail Marys, conjure the spirit of Ogun and Shango, pull that pin, and do it for the culture. Get our shit back. Ain't nobody trying to do that, but that's I'm having fun a little bit, but the thought process, the thinking of our people must be changed, and it must be elevated by any means necessary. And so we have to look at our beefs specifically. All right, we have to think business. We do business with crackers we don't like. We got rats in the home. We got roaches in the home. We have car problems, audits, salary adjustments, all these different things. Bank, the banking system, whether you're getting loans or whatever. That's business with white folks. So we're doing business with white folks. They're the dominant society. Now follow me. Now let's go to YouTube. Let's go to people with large platforms. I'm not going to say their names. We disagree with most of them. But what if we would have the audience that they have? Now, you snatch the audience. You have hundreds of thousands of views. What's the point of having that? My legacy would not be a legacy of YouTubedom. What can be done with that following? What can we establish? Not self-promotion. What tangibilities can be done? Buildings, land, infrastructure, sustainability. So these relationships, like we have with white folks, is business. One thing I like about Ice Cube, I like his demeanor. That nigga said, I ain't met with no damn Trump. This is bipartisan. Here's the plan. Whoever want to, whoever want to do business, let's do it. You should see these niggas I be talking to that want to get them to sit at the table. No, we can get a seat at the table. When we get to see the table, we gotta have something to do. We gotta have something to say. We see the table. You slave niggas. I don't want you to represent me no motherfucking way. I'm good on you. I make this analogy all the time. Bumpy Johnson, Harlem, 60s. We're gonna have a meeting about Harlem. All the political bigwigs is there. Adam Clayton Powell, everybody. The meeting don't start till Bumpy Johnson get there. Then when he gets there, He sits down and listens. And if he doesn't like the plan for Harlem, he says, no, that ain't gonna work. Come back to me for something else. You see the differences in that? That's the differences. No, that's not gonna work. When we got representatives at the table, they're like, oh, well, I guess that's all you got. Then I take it. I just really am happy to be here. And I'm so glad that you allowed me to speak and open up the meeting. I really appreciate that. And I'll go and I'll tell my constituents what was talked about here in regards to what can be done for the community. They'll be happy to know that you are talking about and thinking about a community center for our people. Not land to grow vegetables, not subsidizing our organizations, our programs that service youth, not access to capital, not being our own owners, not even putting more men in the goddamn public education system. I'm not even gonna deal with the cops. I'm not even gonna go there yet. Because I've been in those meetings too. Hey, we would like some cops that look like us from the community. Oh, that's a fine idea. I never thought of that before. Oh my Jesus. That's the point of white dominance. To have crackers from another neighborhood come to the black community to be slave masters. So when niggas get pulled over, it's a wave of white policemen with their heads shaved and tattoos up and down their back that you can't see because they got these uniforms on, waiting for you to do something stupid so they can justify blowing your fucking brains out and they can go tell their white militia friends what they did. It's ridiculous. You can't get nothing unless you do it yourself. My good brother, my beautiful good brother, looked out for me, but didn't even know me, looked out for me, supported our organization. Happened with Kwanzaa a few years ago. I love people who love me and show me love when they didn't even know who the fuck I was. Gave me the opportunity. I'm extremely loyal to those people. And that brother was like, man, I've been pounding these streets for years. And they had me up in the office, gave me a check, said, write the number on there. They was like, we got this new job. I said, what job is that? Whatever job you want it to be. Now the whole city's strapped for cash. Black people out the wazoo coming to them about their programs, great programs, because they want to give back to the community. They just need a little funding. There's 1,000 of them. They think they're the only ones. God bless them. And if all the programs have funding, you can change the city. Just based off the love that our people have for young folks. There's people out there trying to do it. They're just doing it the wrong fucking way. But anyway, he goes to them, or they go to him. I said, what job is that? He says, well, they say, whatever job you want it to be. Put down a number. Now, where's this money gonna come from? And you said you ain't got no job. Now you got a job for me? It's just like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Y'all remember that? I'm gonna get you, sucker. And Keenan came back from the war, right? And he saw the community for what it was. His brother was killed. And he said he wanted to make a change. So he went down to the People's Revolutionary Party. And he walked to the door and he was looking for some type of assistance. And he saw the brother there. He said, hey, brother, I'm sick of what's going on in the community. And Clarence Williams III, that was the character that was playing the Revolutionary Brothers, said, yes, and I want to make a change. Yes, brother, will you help me? I can't do that. He's like, man, y'all had 1,000 people. A Revolutionary Army with 1,000 people, that's an army. And you in one city, you supposed to take that shit over. If you 1,000 deep, you supposed to take this shit over. I'm gonna say that again. If you 1,000 deep, you supposed to take some shit over. So we said, you remember that government building downtown? He said, yeah. We went over to take it over. The brothers went down there with guns and came out with jobs. He said, what? They were hiring that day. The brothers wasn't mad no more. Whitey's a tricky devil. You're down here because you ain't got no money. You want to live a better life. You really don't care about the white and black thing. They know that about us. They know we really care not about racial dominance. We just want to live better. So when that opportunity affords us by them, they'll say, hey, can you turn down that language? Sure. Nigga, the blackest cracker. I hate crackers, cracker ass niggas, fucking cracker. I'll kill a cracker right now if I see him in the face. You give him a 6-figure job where he can take care of his family. He's like, well, we are in a multiracial, diverse society. And I believe in the power of intersectionality. And our LGBTQIXYZ-7 brothers and sisters. And we are all brothers and sisters of this world. And we should look not at race, but the content of the character. And even if those people were to take out their guns and shoot us in the back, we should forgive them immediately. Because Jesus said to turn the other cheek. Now remember, this nigga was reciting the Ballad and the Bullet, and he was like, you know, he had the one week one Halloween he was Eldridge Cleaver, and he did a live talking about fuck Ronald Reagan, fuck Ronald Reagan, fuck Ronald Reagan, fuck him, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Joe Biden. He was doing all that shit. They get that nigga a 6-figure job, man. He taking. Oh man, you thought Lil Wayne was bad? Y'all seen Lil Wayne? Cultural Revolution. You're absolutely right. Y'all seen Lil Wayne smiling and shit? Remember 3 years ago, that little interview he did with the sister? He said, what do you think about the Black Lives Matter? Wait, what do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what you think about that. I don't know. That shit don't make no difference to me. I mean, you stupid as hell. You stupid if you think Black Lives Matter. Ain't got nothing to do with me. My life matter. I'm black. That man over there, he white. He feel with me, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. My life matter, especially to my bitches. Knowing your ass gay, knowing you gay as shit. You got bitches, all right. You got women X. Y'all know what I'm talking about? WOMXN. That's the word they're using for trans women. That's what we got. He got women, all right. Niggas with chicks with dicks. That's what we got. Black Lives Matter. You stupid as hell. You stupid. You. Shit, I'm gonna go get Donald Trump. And I like how we run this country and shit, because I get money. You feel me? Donald Trump is my nigga. You know, I call him many times. You know them stupid ass niggas like, I like Donald Trump. He got blackness to him. You know what I'm saying? He black a little bit. You know, he gully and shit. I like he just tell it how it is. This cracker just lie and lie and lie. But he black, you know what I'm saying? He black. Y'all see that shit with 50 Cent? Y'all see that shit with 50 Cent? The white girl talking about, I had to remind him that he's black, and I used to date my little ex-boyfriend, and I think, you know, I told him, if you publicly denounce Donald Trump, I'll give you this white pussy again. I will give it to you. You know how I used to do it. You know 50. So you just go ahead and do that, because he's an evil man, and I'm so upset. I'm so disappointed with you. And nigga out there, fuck Trump, fuck him. Hey, I did what you said, so we gonna get it together again. This ugly ass old white man. Oh, my bad. Old white woman, Florida slip. This ugly ass old white woman. You can't get 50. I mean, this nigga be going in on black people. I mean, harass the sister for the money I mean, really, bruh? Everybody like, it's fun. the brother talked about cultural revolution. That's right. When you get to the top, you're supposed to open doors for sisters. You check the sister out. If you hungry, take this as a gift. I want you to be out there hustling, man. Don't be coming asking me for money on some flip shit. Look, I want you to be out there hustling, doing your thing, and getting your goals and dreams and shit. I got you. I'm with you. Nah, this nigga going every social media there is clowning her. She's like, I ain't got the money. I can't compete with you when it comes to that. And so he bullied the shit out of black people. This white bitch talking about, I give you some ass. Oh, they don't got ass. They got back. One long back. I give you some of this tail. That's why they call it tail, because they had tails. I give you some of this tail. White women. Woo, 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 woo. I would do it. Fuck Trump. Not for the black people. The race that you representing. Say fuck Trump because he represents white supremacist dominance. That will empower the youth that watch you so intently because you're the face of masculinity to them. Now, if you say fuck Trump, now those soldiers that we need in this Black Revolutionary Army that we need, now looking at you like, okay, word, fuck Trump. Everybody, 50 said fuck Trump. Fuck that motherfucker, man. We out here, man. Fuck, we with 50. Fuck Trump. You know what I'm saying? Nah. The white woman said. So these young boys who already go to these schools, who one, white women don't like them, but two, want to fuck them. Came across that too. Personally. White girl, this government job was fucking the students. I know. Well, she had like this little white girl, and she had 8 young black boys in her car, and they got pulled over. You know, all the information made it back to our job. She got let go. Because white women could do everything. She worked the overnight job on an all-boys dorm. White woman. Or white women can work everywhere. We couldn't work with our own females because they thought we was going to rape them. So no men can be on the female dorm. See, we can't establish positive relationships with our women. They can never give us opportunity to seal up that sever that this cracker did. And just because a few niggas may do that, you're going to disregard the others who can possibly heal this woman. Because understand, ain't nobody else going to heal the man, the black man, and ain't nobody going to else heal the black woman except the black man and the black woman. There's nobody else you can go to. Everybody else exploits this shit. Matter of fact, everybody else takes a big ass machete knife from fucking Rambo and rams that shit into the divot and make it bigger and wider and longer. Comes gushing out blood. God damn. Goddamn 50 Cent. Get on my goddamn nerve. Yeah, he could roast me. He could roast any one of us. It's that elitism we have amongst black folks. Like, nigga, did you see Dr. Dre get hemmed up in front of his own house? You can get got. You said you got shot 9 times. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you're on Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. What's being done for the people? You got to show power. You got Omar Chadwick, this handsome big brother with this ugly man looking white woman. He leave his black woman, his beautiful black woman, for this ugly ass white woman. They both end up dying. I mean, goddamn. Those who are writing scripts that destroy the black family, they're getting approved. All right, so you got the nigga and his wife, his black wife, and the children. They already frowning. Hold on, stay with me now. Stay with me. So he's a drug dealer. They start smiling. Okay, I'm walking with you. He owns a club. Okay. Walking with you. He's having an affair with a white woman. Yes. These devils know genetics. They know they gotta come back to the source. There was a video of this white woman talking about, I date black guys because I want my legacy to live on in the future, and the only way I can do that is be impregnated by a black man. She said that shit. I told you, I'm my first son by a devil. She planned to get my genetic material. Planned to get it. Wanted the seed of God. And she had dreams and aspirations for the child, the product of me. On some get out shit. Man, that shit is real, bro. That's why I say you ain't got no white allies, man. Your white Jane Elliott old, she ain't dead yet. She's not no ally. I don't believe in allies. I want all the information. I want it all. A real white ally is a dead white ally. You know how you know how? When niggas are dying, jump your ass out in front and shoot. I don't care about these silly ass rallies where y'all out in the streets and they're like, white allies get up front, and white allies get up front. That ain't shit to me. That ain't shit to me, because that's what they was doing around here. They was doing it all around the country. That don't move me at all. Black people who love white folks use that shit to say, see, you should love them like I do. There are white allies. Look, they jumped in front of us in this rally. Now they can go back to their 6-figure home and a 2-car garage and a 6-room house out there in their sundown town. But damn it, they came down to the slums and stood in front of me at a peaceful protest. They're allies to me. And I was smiling as the roach ran past my head. I killed the roach and ate it. Don't act like I ain't ate roaches before. And I thought I was so proud of my white allies and friends who came down to the slums and supported me. I call her. Sometimes she answers, sometimes she don't. I understand she's busy and stuff like that. And she said I can't visit her because, her family is from a different era. But that's all right. I'm going to support her and I will die for her. And that's what these niggas do. There's so much we can do if we just change everything and I'm going to focus on finding a good black person. Okay, let's deal with that. Padachi. Okay, let's deal with that. You got some respect for the Portland, Oregon white allies. Damn, this is white allies in Portland, Oregon? God damn. Oh shit. Pray tell, my brother. Pray tell. Woo! That man said in Portland, Oregon. Ain't no niggas out there nowhere. Okay. Okay, eventually, this is what I've learned. That eventually, when you go hard enough on white folks, someone will eventually say that white allies exist. That's why when I meet black people on the first time, within the first 5 minutes, I go hard as shit on them. I want to know immediately they're thinking on white folks. I want to see the uncomfort. I want to see their bellies churning. Oh, wait a minute now. No. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. There is some good white people. There it is. Found one. Gotcha. Because you're going to portray the revolution. You're going to give information. See, you don't receive information, you give information. White folks are nosy as shit, and black people love to be their friend. How do you be a friend to a white person? You give them information. They always want to know what the fuck you're doing. So this white allyship is always a test. Muhammad Ali already told us. 10,000 snakes coming down the hallway. Now there's 100 that are not poisonous. The rest of them are. Should I leave the door open and hope that those 100 get through first? Or should I close the door on all of them? We spend too much time and energy looking for those good white allies. Brother, how many black allies you got out there? Do you have any black allies out there? There's some brothers that ride for you. Brothers own some guns, own some land, maybe some brothers in the military service who are willing to give that information to the black brothers and sisters on the streets out there. Every state got a ghetto. What's your relationship with the ghetto brothers and sisters? Anywhere. I got ghettos all over the place. I got family in one high rise and one just general projects. You know what I'm saying? Is anybody you can go down to, go down there and talk to? You know what I'm saying? And see what's the mental thought process of the people. If your shit were to go down, is there some soldiers there that's black enough to shoot at some crackers? See, that's the information. That's in quotes. You saying it's in quotes? Let me see. White allies. Okay, the ghost. Okay, all right. That's what we need to know. And hell, we keep an eye on the so-called white allies that you put it in quotations to see what they really got going on, what they really doing. Like the best form and example of liberalism is the Get Out movie. The scene where she confronts the cop about asking for the ID. Now the dumb nigga who loved white women, he turned on because it's like she using her white privilege to stop the cracker from racially profiling him, even though he's already been done. So you are treating my boyfriend unfairly. He wasn't even driving. I was driving. All your questions should be directed at me, sir. It's bullshit. He's sitting there sweating like a slave. He's like, oh Lord, you're gonna be killed. Oh Jesus, he may slap you, he gonna shoot the shit out of me. Oh sweet Jesus, let me just give him my ID. Please, Lord, 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 Lord. And she punk him. Because the white man relationship is like the white woman with the Merovingian in the Matrix. Remember, she let Neo go, and because he found out that he was, getting his thing off with the other woman. They're like, it's a game, it's a game. Come on, goddamn, you supposed to play along. Shit. All right, he didn't kill her. He didn't tell her to get to stepping. He kept his woman right there. That's the relationship between the white man and the white woman. The white man and the white woman. Yeah, it's a game, woman. You know I'm gonna do what I do. Shit, you let the motherfucker go get this motherfucker. Goddamn, you know I be playing games and shit. But the next movie, she was right next to him. So he slapped her up a little bit, but he can't procreate himself nowhere else. So we got to have the white woman. He can go to the Chinese woman, but that's a step down. Like shit, might as well keep my own fucking woman. I gotta keep this facade up. I need your baby making factory to make more white men. That's what that culture is based on. So yeah, oh my God, you are so hot right now. But what she really was doing is to cash in on this 12th black, athletic, dark-skinned, melanated Negro with super talents. She didn't want a paper trail from him when they took his body and gave it to another white man. That's what she was really doing. Just like I said with the liberal motherfucker who pulls out the contract and pulls out the offer to the lead revolutionary in the community. In the streets, it's the conservative cracker, the sheriff, or the white DA that the crackers, that the revolutionary brothers going at. The white liberal could be any other position, could be the mayor. So when he finally has that conversation with the revolutionary, it's to offer him the deal. That's like the video game. The Double Dragon, the Contra, the Shinobi. In the last stage, on the last board, what we used to call them, you fought the last enemy. Once you fought him, the game was over with. If you beat him, it was over with. You won. So when you see the mayor, hey, I love what you're doing. This is the battle. You're not going to fight. They're not going to let the black revolutionary fight the old ass white mayor and kick his ass. No, that would be stupid. I mean, you could kill him, but you just be another martyr. They'll get another mayor. Your ass will be dead or in jail. Rinse, wash, and repeat. So you have this conversation. And he says, I love what you're doing. The people love you. I respect what you're doing. And you're right. All your demands are right. I want to offer you a job. I want to offer you a job because you're amazing. And that shit work every time. What did the Godfather say? I'm gonna offer you a job. I'm gonna offer you I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. And I used to think when I first saw that, because the Godfather moves slow, and I was like, oh, was I 15, 16 watching this movie? So I'm like, this movie got to pick up. God damn, the movies is long as shit, but all three of them are long. Like, that's what we gotta pick up. Shit, I'm trying to keep up with this shit. God damn. So I go back and watch it again when I'm older. And it's like, oh, an offer you can't refuse. When he says that to you, is either you take it or you dead. Or you got stones like this one guy, this one mafia worker. He wasn't really in the mafia. And I forget his name. He be going all over the last 10, 15 years telling mafia stories and shit like that. Drop real good game, real good information. How power really moves. Not just voting bullshit. He was talking about how it really moves. You know, them crackers organized. That's all they do is organize. They got guns and they got motherfuckers who ready to get gully with their shit. And they'll take it to the cracker themselves to police anybody to get their needs met. And so he said he he owned a bar, right? I believe in New York. And a guy came in the bar and he was rousing people and acting real big time and all of that stuff. And so, you know, he had put in some work and all, so you know how this works. So he goes over to him. He says, "Man, hey man, who are you? Like, who do you work for?" You know, because he was like, because he was real dismissive. He's like, "You don't need to know who I am. I don't work for nobody." And I said, "No. Who do you work for? Do you work for somebody I should know?" So, because he knew how this game worked, guys be coming in there acting a fool in somebody else's bar. You work for somebody. You got insurance. You got an army behind you. And because people were scared to approach him, so people knew him, but the owner didn't. So he's like, "Yo, what's up?" And so the dude got gully with him, and he ended up killing him. So eventually, you know, a couple of days later, he found out who he worked for. This motherfucker worked for Pablo Escobar. And the dude had a hit out on him. Just that fast. This is a white man. Pablo Escobar ain't white. I mean, he can play as white. We know how the system works. But when it's white man versus white man, Pablo Escobar ain't white. So there was a hit on this dude. You know what this motherfucker did? This motherfucker went to see Pablo Escobar. He went to see Pablo Escobar. No one expected him to do it. So when he got touched down and walked up to the, you know, he said, "Hey, I am such and such." And that's the last thing he remembered. He got knocked over the head. And when he opened his eyes, there was Pablo putting his hands in candle fire. He said, "Everybody that works for me has to do this." You know what that does, right? Takes all your fingerprints. That's a hell of it. That's some movie shit right there. That's a hell of an introduction. You like, I'm gonna die. This nigga. I opened my eyes after getting knocked. I didn't see it coming. I got knocked over the head. I wake up and this nigga's putting his fingers in candle fire, and he's not whimpering. He's not saying "ouch." He's just burning his fucking hands. And he said, "Everybody that worked for him got to do this." Oh shit, I'm gonna die. So he turned around and he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And they got him. I mean, they worked him out pretty good, you know. He said, "You had a hit on me, and I got a family and everything. I know you do scorched earth. I mean, somebody put a hit on you. When you come up here, when you go see him," he said, "Huh? I never thought of that. Well, I give it to you. You got some balls. I'll give you that. That's why I'm talking to you right now. You got some balls. I had to talk to you." And he said, "Ain't you Carlo from Godfather? It's the dude that played Carlo. Y'all remember Carlo, the motherfucker that set up Sonny?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I love that guy." Carlo didn't have no lines. All Carlo did was beat the hell out of the daughter. That's his name, Amani. All he did was beat the hell out of the daughter, and that was the whole setup. He got, you know, he married into the family. The guys who was going to take down the Godfather was like, "Listen, man, we doing this whole setup. If the Godfather say he down, don't worry about it. But if he say he's not down with this new drug thing, this is your plan. This is what we're gonna do to you. We're gonna buy you out. You feel what I'm saying? Because you married into the family, so it's only so far that you can go. You can go further with us. Take this bread, bro. Get with it, man. The Godfather gonna go down. It's all set up, man." You're like, "All right, cool. I'll do that." So he would whoop the daughter, knowing that. So this is when Sonny was in power, knowing that Sonny would try to take care of shit himself. He wouldn't make a phone call to go get the nigga. He would be so enraged because of his temper. He would go get him. And so he whooped his ass in the streets the one fight, you know, he beat the hell out of that motherfucker. Then when he did it again, that's why I knew something was up. Because I'm like, yo, this nigga keep hitting it. Like, is he crazy? Like, this Sonny is the new Godfather. Like, he don't even send henchmen. He go handle shit himself. He's on that time. Like, he's the man, but he's young enough to go put in his own work. Like he got the power of the God, but he like, I'm a street worker. I fuck that. I put in my own pain. And it didn't dawn on me to the end when Michael put the shit together. Like, yeah, I knew you was part of that whole thing. You can't front Napoleon. You can't outsmart me. I know what you did. And they murked that nigga in the car. But that whole thing, the setup that they did was dope. And so Pablo loved that. He was like, I love this shit. That's awesome. And he watched the movie and say, yo, do the lines from when you got killed. He said, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna take care of it. Everything is cool. You know what I mean? You came here. That's balls. I respect your character. You know. I mean, that's God right there. You know, people. You know, our old Negroes be in church talk about that's ain't nothing but Jesus. That's some God shit though, y'all. Pablo Escobar ain't spared no fucking body. Nigga he put in his own work. He killed politicians. Nigga, if you said something flip around him, and man, listen. Cuba, yo, he was blowing up whole motherfucking politicians, council members. Man, he tried to run for mayor out there, or governor, whatever the fuck. What he was trying to run for? He was trying to run. Man, the dude was like, it's a disgrace to have someone like Pablo Escobar in government. I am appalled and all that. I'm sitting there watching this shit like, why he say that? And then the camera went to Pablo and he looked visibly irritated. And a couple days later, he got in the car and it blew up. It's like, yo. Oh, Lord, I don't know. I respect for holding up government. It's corrupt anyway. It was already corrupted. He was like, fuck it, just let me run this shit. But anyway, he said, I respect you, man. I'm going to let you go. That's some ballsy shit. That is some ballsy shit. God damn. Woo. That's some balls. I got to toast that cracker. You got to toast the cracker that got some balls. That's some balls. I probably would have fucking dipped his ass in acid or something, but you probably did that already to a bunch of crackers. But we ain't got no underground entity like that. Even when you talk about, this is one cracker that's similar to Vlad that does videos and documentaries on all, you know, Philadelphia black mobsters and Detroit mobsters and all this other stuff. And all of this is a bunch of niggas killing niggas. No real political push. Just no attack on the government. At least like Larry Hoover, once he got that awakening, he was like, you know, what was it? Guerrilla Disciples, Gangster Disciples, and turning them to growth and development. He went through that change and shit, and they had to keep him locked up in prison. There was no stories about that with these guys. They was out selling drugs, pimping, hoeing, killing each other, just ripping through the black population of Philadelphia and Detroit. We ain't got nothing like that where you got government officials scared to death of you because that's how much pull you got in that community. Notice they don't show that. Y'all remember the Four Brothers with Mark Wahlberg and all that. And they had the gangster brother who was played in a bunch of movies, the African brother. And he was convincing. He was shit. He was scary. You know? And he had the whole city locked down. But it wasn't to empower the black people because he had cops on his payroll. He had a whole army that would come in and shoot up houses. Y'all seen the motherfucking movie, how he was doing. He ain't do none of that. He ain't say, yo, listen, this block here, this whole block here, this is mine. This is for black people. We got affordable housing here. We're gonna have brand new infrastructure. Anything that's done and worked on in our community is gonna be done by black third-party entities. Toilet paper is ours, toothpaste is ours. Who the brothers and sisters that do toothpaste? We contracted to them on all our shopping markets, our Dollar Trees, whatever the fuck. He ain't do none of that. Nah, I'm just killing and murdering and raping. See, these guys, if they get an idea, nigga, let me get a week of just talking to one of these cats. A couple hours a day. I'm going in. I'm giving the best sermon I got. Because this guy got a whole army. He got access to guns. He got access to drugs. What if he said, hey, we only selling to white people? Now we're using reverse military science. They flood this shit down to our communities, so we just become zombies. Take the businesses away, no economic infrastructure. So what we gonna do? We're gonna spend our last $10 on crack because we in pain, and crack dulls the pain, only for a little while, but by then you're hooked. So I say, brother, these crackers that come down here and work for the state, why don't you just sell it to them? They start making bad economic decisions. They start coming down here selling shit so they can get the rock. And you got the money. Hold on, it's the wife. Hold on, yo. Hey, baby.
Are you doing live or anything?
Yeah.
Alright, that's one thing. I was threatening for now. You're doing all this fucking crying.
Okay. I'll get her when you get her. You on the way here?
Yep.
Okay, I'll get her.
Alright, bye.
You got two. You gotta get your daughters and shit. Your daughters act a fool because you ain't around. You know what I mean? That's why brothers gotta be in the house. You see what I'm saying? We go through our trials and tribulations, but you work through that because you see why you got a bunch of angry sisters. Well, they got a bunch of kids and the damn daddy gone. So of course they ain't got no break. Ain't nobody to tap them out. I tell my wife, the kids get on her nerves. I say, go in the room, go to sleep. I got it. Don't come out. You ain't gonna like the way I do it. Put your ass in there, have a drink or something, go to sleep. I got it. By the time you come out, it's gonna be quiet. It's gonna be peace in the kingdom. But anyway, you get access to the guns. The brothers and sisters look up to you. It's almost like The Last Purge. Me and my wife watched The Last Purge, and the brother, he was Chadwick Snipes. The brother built like Wesley Snipes, looked like Chadwick Boseman, and he went in the drug ring and on Staten Island, and the crackers came through, and this nigga was doing all type of Black Panther moves and shit like that. But if you had a drug dealer like that, you got a whole army there, you got the guns and shit like that, and the brother seemed cool with the demeanor. He was young. Man, let me give me a week with this motherfucker every 2 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? Parlay with him. Fuck banging against them and talking about him like the old dude tried to do with Nino Brown. What if you flip him? What if you politicize him? You got the army in place. You got the army in place, and you just work on his mind. There's going to be casualties anyway. This is military science we're dealing with. There's going to be casualties anyway. The devil's going to make sure of that. But if you get with him, I'd rather get with him than the fucking state, because the state is already working with him anyway. How the fuck you think you getting these drugs here? We getting drugs from foreign countries. The state is involved. If they wanted to stop all drugs from entering the country, they could. Easy. They got to get their cut. These crackers are devils, man. The cops don't make shit out there. That's all by design. They don't make no money out there. So it's like, yo, get your bread how you got to get it. All right, I'm going to roll up on these D-boys, get that up off them. Get some of these packages that's in storage. Take them out. Give them to my contact on the street. Make sure I get my cut. Dude, we had a fucking cop out here, went out gambling, and murked the dude because the hoe that he was with, a married devil with kids, the $1,000 hoe he was with, tried to set him up to rob him, and he killed the brother that tried to rob him. He got transferred. That's what I'm saying, brother. Yeah. I'm a general X out this motherfucker. But I kiss and love my children all the time. But this discipline got to be there. I have to do more because of the lack of discipline in other homes. So I have to prepare my children to be around unruly children and not let those unruly children affect my children and make them unruly. You see, like I've said before, all the bad things that I told a little bit of my story. Maybe I'll do it again one other time on a random live. This ain't got nothing to do with exports. This is a random live. Everywhere I went in Albany, there was people that knew my mother, and the guys I hung around with would fuck around a lot. And the people that knew me and my mother would see us and they would point at me because they knew my mother. Marquand, that's my name. I know you ain't doing nothing. I know you ain't acting up. I'll be in the back. They would see through niggas and be like, I know you ain't doing nothing. Sometimes they wouldn't even say nothing. They would just look at me. I'm like, no, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out. Sometimes I would just run back to my house. A couple hours later, my mother would come up to the room. So you cursing at people now? No. You could. That's what I was told with the belt right there. Now my mother had mental issues. She was assaulted. She was not fit to be a parent. Who knows if I ever end up in jail? I may end up in jail for a righteous reason, hopefully, or these damn parking tickets, but not as a vagabond to my community and society. And because she did that, that kept me out of those circles. I was scared more of my mother than anybody's police. If the police stopped me, I wasn't scared of them killing me. I was scared of my mother knowing that she would kill me. I don't give a fuck about no cops, nigga. Please don't tell my mama. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no cops. They rousting you up and all that other shit. Listen, just don't tell my mother. I take all this. This ain't nothing. As long as she don't know, I'm good. But I'm raising my children to be revolutionary. We got to go all the way, brothers and sisters. We can't live a conscious life and have our children just want to go to Disney World and go to McDonald's every day. And I wanted them to have everything I didn't have. What, the white man shit? Pedophilia? White cartoons? A Benz truck? That's what you want them to have? Oppression in another name? Comfortable oppression. You know, money, Tom Ford, Chanel. I got all that. I got the slave mistress hand-me-downs, those big-ass Sunday hats and scarves. Mammy, come on up here. This scarf will look unbelievably on you. It would look unbelievable on you. Yeah, there it is. You look good, Mammy. The Mammy going around strutting around the plantation. Mrs. gave me this. How you like it? Oh, wow. She gave you a scarf? That's what we do with the Chanel bags, the Dior, the Jordans. Happy ass slaves paying a third of our goddamn paycheck, giving the money right back to the cracker. I worked in when I first started doing this, I worked at a place called Maximus. Go figure. And big tall building. Worked in health insurance with the Obama care. Got my wife health insurance. Wink, wink. Don't tell nobody. I know the devils is listening. Ain't nothing you can do about it. We ain't there no more. And you would have lunch and you would have breaks and so on and so forth. And so you go down to the cafeteria. Now they give you your check every 2 weeks, right? Or bi-weekly. They give you your check. And so you're there every day. And if you don't pack a lunch, you don't pack anything, right? You go down to the cafeteria. And you spend your money. And I started thinking, damn, I'm giving about 35 to 40% of my money right back to them. Because I'm here all day, working, get some overtime hours or whatever when it was available. And I'm spending money in the cafeteria at the same building I'm getting my check from. I'm giving the money right back to these motherfuckers. I mean, black people don't even have a vending machine. Can you imagine that? If we had a vending machine in every black community, you know how much money that come out of the fucking vending machine, bro? We be kicking it. I mean, we be caking it. You know what I'm saying? And what you said right there, Patati, upsetting moms. Man, listen. I can't really. You know what's upsetting with that whole thing? You know, obviously, you know, and most of our parents are Christians. Interestingly enough, my mother just told me she's Boyce Watkins Black Business School. It could be worse. It's better than what she was doing now. So Boyce is giving her that work and giving her some good game to make money, but she's you know, around Black revolutionary economics, and I'm proud of that. And maybe it was my influence that got her to that path, and ultimately she would, you know, see my way of raising my children a little better, because it's not, you know, the traditional Christian upbringing, you know. Like my 4-year-old, so I'm proud. This is my proudest moment. My 4-year-old. I said, "What does Daddy don't like?" He says, "No white people, only Black people." I said, "You damn right." But she has an iPad. We have a TV in their room. We control what they watch. And she's the first, you know, converser out of my 3 girls. So she's going to be manning everything when I'm not around. So if I'm not around and she's chief control, she can make sure the other girls are in line. Daddy said you ain't supposed to be watching that. Turn it off. Because white folks are everywhere. They like roaches. And we look at things differently, right? For instance, the white man looks at this cartoon called Beano and Fino, based in Africa. It's with ancient African artifacts and history. They believe they're living in Africa. That's how Africanized I got my house. And, you know, they got the ads on the YouTube videos. And they talking about Mali and the different temples and traveling in different ancient times. And then all of a sudden, boom, buy your Visa card here. You're like, Dad, white people on the TV? Right there. Click, pass that ad. Keep the party going. And they see it as a fact that, okay, more and more viewership is going to this cartoon. We want to buy ad time from it. It's business. I see it as them trying to reinstitute white supremacy in the minds of Black people. You think you're going to get away? You think you're going to go to ancient Africa, nigga, with your 4-year-old, 5-year-old child and instill self-loving in them? No, nigga, I'm putting 8 white ads in this goddamn cartoon. And we're going to have more ad time than the actual cartoon is running. You can't get away from us, nigga. You can't get away from us. That's how I see that. So no, motherfucker, I will beat you. I will beat you. You ran into the seeds that Malcolm left, the seeds that Marcus Garvey left, so on and so forth. They have come up out of the ground. And they're standing tall and they're standing strong. I have put my seeds in the ground. And they will stand tall and strong. And it will duplicate itself, destroying that vicious cycle of Black hatred. We will win, brothers and sisters. We will win. My wife is on the way. I gotta go. Thank y'all for listening, man. This is brother Mr. X, Black Hot Fire Network. Things that make you say, donate to the Black Hat Fire Network. Please do, so that, you know, I'm on right now on the revolutionary spiritual tip, and the fact that the brother gave me this opportunity to be great, to be monetarily blacked in this thing, growing family. We out here, we in the struggle, we in the movement. I do this for real, you know what I'm saying? So donate to the network, keep this thing going so we can hire talent like this. And then I can build up my network and do the same thing with my network here locally, so I can hire Black brothers and sisters, and we can pool our resources together. And then, you know, we're an action team on the ground. We have to be an action team. And when we're an action team, we got to focus on the action as opposed to constantly worrying about what dollars is coming in. An hour, 2 hours, that's a long time. A lot of things can be done. A lot of things can be done in a couple hours. We just get to the point, map it out, bam, 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 get it popping. We're good to go. If we can always get to the minds of our children in 2 hours, that's long enough time, especially when we just unfiltered. They 7 to 8 year olds have sexually advanced conversation. You understand me? They see the videos, they hear the adults talking, they talk about digging balls and all that, just like we do. So when we talk about revolution, don't hold the fuck back. And you let the parents know. Yeah, we're getting into it heavy because y'all say whatever y'all want around the children. And so they 8 going on 28. So if you can say that to them, we can say this to them. Brother, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. I gotta go. Thank y'all, man. A random show come. I don't know when. I don't know. Stay up. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. X Sports for Revolutionary. You can sing, burn that ass, hot fire. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we trying to be the best YouTube network in YouTube. You understand? We want to be the best. We want everybody contacting us like, yo, man, I want to do an interview with y'all. But we need y'all help. We need y'all help. All right? But I got to go. I'm out. Peace.